This is how I became a thought leader at 19 years old. Now, shout out to my boy Lawrence. He actually recommended me to make this video. So, hey, we here right now. Now, honestly, the way I became a thought leader was I literally had to revolutionize my way of thinking. Now, when I say revolutionize, the definition of revolutionary is someone who enacts change, someone who is innovative, someone who can define the way we think and the way we move as human beings, right? And then act and do that in the sense of he can promote change in a way that other people will want to follow him or her. Now, for me, you guys know I'm 19. So for the past 15 years, right, prior to those 4 years before that, I actually was a whole different person. Obviously, I mean, fucking kid. But what happened was when I was 15, I actually had the most craziest self-actualization ever. And when I had this self-actualization, I realized that I actually was meant for a higher purpose. Now, this is the first time in my life that I actually can realize in real time that I'm not supposed to just be another number. I'm not just supposed to be another wasted soul. I'm not supposed to just be another individual who wakes up every day and just goes to clock in and spends their life working away at some factory. At the end of the day, for all the people who work 9 to 5s, all the people that's out here hustling, all the people that's doing different things to feed themselves and financially suit themselves, all kudos. But I knew that that wasn't my purpose. And I knew I was bigger than that. So what happened was, this was actually in quarantine. So from quarantine, from 2020 to now 2025, I was learning, I was building, I was adapting. But the most important thing was I was maturing. Right? Now, we all know that we can learn. We all know that we can build. We all know that we can grow. We all know that we can do all of these different things, right? But the most important thing about this, which made my leverage more superior, was I was still maturing as a young man, right? Like, we know the frontal lobe doesn't fully develop until you're 25, but I was actually a kid, bro. I was still going through puberty at this time. So what happened was, I'm learning everything, right? I got all this time on my hands. So I'm unlearning and relearning everything. I'm deciphering things now. I'm more spiritually in tune with myself now. I'm meditating now. I'm eating healthier now, right? All of these different things. But the whole purpose of that was, along this journey, I allowed myself to just be. I allowed myself to go into rooms that I may have not been qualified to go in, but I still went in them because I needed the experience and I needed to know that I could go in those environments and thrive, right? I needed to know that I can be in a certain position and solidify my positioning within that standpoint. I needed to know that I was exactly who I said I was when I looked in the mirror. Now, for anybody that may be watching this video, right? For anybody that may feel as if they can't do something, or they may feel as if they're losing time, or they may feel as if time is against them, I need you to know that universal law governs all events. Now, what that basically means is there is no such thing as perfect timing, bro. Your perfect timing is when you choose to make the decision. So when you choose to make that first YouTube video and you keep that consistent pace, you're the biggest. Literally, right? Because let's weigh those pros and cons. The biggest, right, from your definition, let's say that you move out of your mom's house. Let's say that you become financially stable enough that you can move your mom out of her house and buy her house. Let's say that the biggest means that you can build within your community that you grew up in. And you can also expand outside of your community and build alongside the world. You can help change people's lives. You can help change the world. Bro, you're the biggest. You're doing something that does not get done. There is only a 1 to 10% of individuals that can do what I just said and do it looking like you and me. Only a 1 to 10% of people on earth can do that, right? So let's not act like these things that I'm stating, and let's not act like these things that we are all doing as people every day are not building us in some form or facet. Right now, you may be 25 watching my video, and you may feel like life has surpassed you. You may feel like you wasted a lot of time. You may feel like you're not in a certain job or position, or you don't have the girl, all of this, right? But you have yet to ask yourself this question. What do I want to foresee in my life? What do I want out of my life? See, we never ask ourselves these questions, right? The reason why I'm able to make videos like this, the reason I'm able to run a business, the reason I'm able to be financially freed is me solely putting everything on the front line. Like, bro, I sacrificed damn near everything. I sacrificed vacations. I sacrificed time with the homies. I sacrificed being out and doing things I know I shouldn't have been doing. Not saying that I didn't do those things, but at the same time, I was also building myself, right? So at the same time, while I'm maturing, while I'm learning, while I'm growing, I know exactly who I am. And I'm coming into that person, right? But what happens is in the world tricks us into becoming what the world wants us to be. Then we forget who we are. So then what happens is you become 25, you become 30, you become 40, and you're like, damn, I wasted all that time instead of just doing me. I wasted all that time on other people's opinions. I wasted all that time on people's expectations of me. I wasted all that time thinking about absolutely nothing instead of just doing, right? Like, bro, we live in the most technologically advanced time ever, bro, where you can pull this shit out and you can be rich. You can pull this shit out and change your life. Because I did it, so why can't you do it? Right? But in order for you to do so, you have to move everything out of your way. And this is what I mean by getting in tune with yourself. When you get in tune with yourself, you start realizing that those deep thoughts that you have are just foreseeable thoughts that you will already have in the future, right? Those inhibitions right now, you know what I'm saying? Those so-called lustful objections, all of these things that you feel is targeting you, and all these different, like your trauma, right? All of these different things are guides for you. So let's say that you're lustful right now. Let's say you watch porn every day, you try to have sex with random people all the time, every weekend, or you're in the club, you're just doing all of these different things, right? What's happening is you're in a state of repetition solely based off the aspect of you don't know what the fuck to do. And let's just be honest. Because if you knew what the fuck you were doing, right? And you were intentional about your actions, you would not be in the club every weekend. Because you know that your time is served better elsewhere. You would not be smoking and drinking all the time because you know that your body is a temple. Now, I'm not telling you to be perfect, And I'm not telling you to live life based off my perspective. What I'm telling you is to be the highest version of yourself, right? Because in order for you to break out of that cycle of waking up and going to your job and hating your job and thinking that you're depressed because you're not where you so-called think you want to be, but you're not taking any actionable steps to get there. No, bro. You just have to get out of your own way. And that's it. And that's a lot of our soul problems, bro. A lot of us don't have any real bad habits, but we're a hell of a self-sabotager. A lot of us don't want to do anything that's conducive to any of that. It's a lot of people that watch me that don't drink, don't smoke, don't do nothing. But you damn know how to self-sabotage. You damn know, bro, you nigga, if it was a self-sabotage badge, nigga, you would be winning a Grammy. But that's what happens when you know that you're meant for a higher purpose and you're trying to run from yourself. You self-sabotage. You go left when you know you're supposed to be going right. You hang around inferior people and you bring those people up, not knowing that people are where they're at because they're where they're at. So when you bestow somebody something and you give that to them once, you don't have to keep giving that to them repetitively. If I tell somebody something once, no matter if I gave them an entire dialogue, if just one thing stuck with them, I did my job. If somebody comes to me for knowledge or somebody comes to me for an opportunity and I give them something greater that can supersede their life rather than me just giving them a handout, I did my job. So now what you have to ask yourself is if I was to close my eyes tomorrow, who do I want to be? Do I want to be a slave? Do I want someone telling me what I can and can't do? Do I want to live life with limitations? Do I want to live life out of sync? Do I want to live life dysregulated? Or do I want to live life financially free? Do I want to live life knowing that I already am the biggest, the greatest, the most innovative, the most intelligent, the handsomest, whatever, right? Right now. And the only thing I continue to keep doing is build upon what I already have and just keep laying bricks every day. Do you want to live like that? Do you want to have that mind frame? Do you want to be conducting yourself like that? Or do you want to keep worrying about what the world thinks of you? Do you want to keep people pleasing? Do you want to keep going around people that you don't even really want to be around, but you're just around them because you can't be really around the people that you would like to be around because you're not putting yourself in the standpoint of the frequency that you need to be at to be even attracting those type of people, right? Don't be that person, bro. Don't be the what if. I speak about this shit a lot. In order for me to be doing what I'm doing right now, I had to become the person. I had to become the leader. I had to become the innovator. I had to become the speaker. I had to do all of the things I had to do during these years of initiation to be able to be in position to do what I'm doing currently. The shit wasn't luck, bro. I just had to wait my turn, put in the work, and just walk my path. That's it. The shit wasn't luck. I just had to wait my turn. So once again, just because right now you don't perceive yourself as being where you should be, that doesn't mean you're not going to be there 5 years from now. That doesn't mean you're not going to be there 2 to 3 years from now. Shit, that doesn't even mean you're not going to be there 6 months from now. But if you continue to keep doing the same thing, you know where you'll be at in a year? Nowhere. And you know where you'll be in 2 years? Nowhere. Because why? You're doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Insanity at its finest. So instead of you self-sabotaging, right? Instead of you putting yourself in positions that aren't conducive for you, how about you actually state in this current moment how you want your life to change? How about you state in this current moment how you want to become a better person, how you want to be stronger, how you want to be more resilient, how you want to be more confident, how you want to religiously and honestly, repetitively live your life every single day. So that when it's your time to transition, you're happy with the life you've lived. you're actually happy with setting off. Once again, don't be a what if. If you get one life, and this one life to live life being everything. Not just one thing. Not just something. Be everything. Hey, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate all the new subscribers for showing love. For all my people that's been tapped in, you already know how we coming. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Links down below. Instagram, TikTok, all that. Hey, let's keep going, man. Let's go.